movie series, but originally they was one of the greatest toy lines in the 1980s and is still going strong today. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Well, I'm gonna look back at my rankings on how these Transformers movies are. So I'm gonna start off with from my favorite to the least. You can always count on the original animated movie. This will always be one of the best animated toy movies of all time. Better than anything that G.I. Joe and The Secret of Sword try to do. This will always be the ultimate stand up for that cartoon movie, Transformers 86, the real deal. And we all know the story to this one, so we don't have to go into that. Then we go into live action. Now, I know a lot of people say Michael Bay this and doing this and ruins that and that, all that mess. Man, don't you know it's been so many different iterations of Transformers over the last 30 years? They're never gonna look like the G1 incarnation. Get that out of your mind. That's back in 1980s. You couldn't make that aesthetic today in the movies because nobody would really be into it. You had to evolve with the times. If you look at the toys from when they first came out till now, you can see the genesis in them, and especially when it comes to looking at the Beast Wars action figures are almost a prototype to the new Transformer movies, and a lot of the toys that was made from the movies, the way the aesthetic style is. So y'all just need to get over that. If you're a fan of Transformers, be a fan, but you can't have it the way it was back in the 80s. You got to move on for that. Well, enough of that little rant. I'm going to rank the movies from the live action from my favorite to least favorite. Of course, the first one is always the best out of the set. Get to introduce the Transformers live action with Shia LaBeouf and Megan Fox and all the other crew. Get to see Optimus Prime come out and transform for the first time on screen is always a thrill. Then I say that Dark of the Moon is a step up much better from the Revenge of the Fallen. This one was action packed. It was on a larger scale. I enjoyed this movie. It had thrills in 3D. It was pretty cool. And I love this movie a lot. It is kind of long. That's my only main thing about it. It does drag out in the teeth. Too long. This one is not as long, but not by much, but it's long enough. But Age of Extinction, the latest offering, is a good movie as well, at least to me. I know y'all hate on it, saying y'all can't see what's going on, but I guess because y'all don't pay attention to nothing no more. Mark Wahlberg was a fresh face to see in the franchises, even though he'd be like, dude, I think I just found a Transformer. But, that's just Mark Wahlberg. And this one was a little bit darker in tone, and plus we got Dinobots, but people complained the way they looked and they wasn't in the movie for once. But maybe they're saving that for the second movie in this particular Transformers series. Then, the worst out the set, of course, is Revenge of the Fallen. And the main reason why, when this was going on, the writer's strike was going on, and that really ruined this movie. And of course, Skids and Mudflap, unbearable, the Jar Jar Binks of the Transformers movies times 2. So I'll watch it, but I don't really care for this one that much. And it tries to pull the 86 Transformers movie, and that doesn't work too well with this one, but the action was still cool. and Devastator looked like a hot mess. Cool concept, but and I didn't care too much for Jetfire being old and rickety. He was an annoying character, but oh well. We all had them missteps in our franchises, but all in all, I still enjoyed mainly all the Transformers movie, and I'm not a hater like a lot of people. I just take it what it is, considering that the cartoon was a 30-minute toy advertisement, and the only time they really got a real good story was the actual movie, but that was just to sell more toys, of course. But it still had a storyline, even though it was basically Star Wars for Transformers, but that's it for the Wild Man. So you know where to find me. Nasty Bill DC, Terror Troop, and the No Effing Way commentaries. So until next time, folks.